Good morning and welcome to day 203 in my rebellious reality. Even though I was just on here a couple hours ago, we're going with it, okay? Breastfeeding baby again, and I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on here on this new mom front. And so my milk has been coming in like heavy. And I've been doing these galactagogues and trying to have like more increased lactation. It's working. And so, what happens with the female body that is literally made to feed babies? Like, this is it, is that my nipples will start to leak now if she cries or if they get to too much. But it's so interesting because if I'm near her or if she cries, I will look down and see my nipples leaking if it's time for her to feed soon, if she hasn't fed for a while. So that's just what happened before I started feeding her. She went back to sleep after my last video. So I've really, okay, um, hold on one second. Hey babe, I'm doing my video. Come on through. Okay. Um, I've really been in this place of like awe. Are you gonna come in here, hon? Okay. I've really been in this place of awe and magic being a mom, and it has changed a lot from what it was the first, like, I would say month and a half. And I feel like I'm starting to realize like why people do this because for a very long time I was like kind of freaking out. Like the transitional period was really rough, and I was doing my best to stay, like upbeat and happy and high energy and grateful and all the things. But to be honest, I was like, there was a part of me that was like I can't go back to the store and return this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Um, and and like thinking like, how do people do this again? Like they do this one time, then they do it again. Like what? So, I feel like I've really reached the understanding of why people do this, and I think a lot of it had to do with my sweet daughter being able to interact with me because as newborn babies, I didn't know this. They're very like primitive and unable to interact. And for the first month and a half, they don't smile at you. They don't do anything. They don't make eye contact with you. It's just like this little being that you're constantly putting on your breast, and it's just like shitting and pissing and throwing up, crying, and that's it. So ever since she's been able to interact, it's gotten super beautiful. And then the gas attacks started, and now we're getting to a place where we don't have as many gas attacks, um, where she's smiling like a lot, and we'll have these days of just like, we wake up to her smiling, and then she'll interact with us through the day. She started napping in her crib during the day, which is like unheard of because for the longest time I could not put her down, and it was really rough for me. Um, and especially my body is really going through a lot of stuff, and I'm treating myself for some. I'm trying to support my thyroid right now because I started to realize some other things, and I'll end up talking about it, I'm sure. But my body's been going through a lot, and for me to have to hold her and then carry her on my body 24/7 essentially, it was really taxing for me, and I wasn't able to work on my body at all. And And I'm just so grateful to have the time to have to not carry her constantly in the wrap. Especially it's been like 80 and 90 degrees out. Like I would have like pouring sweat in between us, you know. So it's just been so beautiful. She falls asleep, and then I can put her down in her crib, and she slept for like up to 2 hours in the day in her crib. And then just like get up and she's smiling. And we have this play gym and we play with her. She's starting to find her hands and like play with things. And we got this little like toothing thing. We think she might be beginning to teeth. She's drooling a ton. Um, and we have this little handheld teether thing that she really likes. It's the first thing that she likes to put in her mouth before or besides my boob. We tried so many pacifiers and it just didn't work. And, you know, just my nipples are finally stopping hurting as much from nursing. It's just like all these things are getting to be so much better. And I'm just feeling so much gratitude for my little family and to be a mom, and it's such a beautiful fulfilling experience, and I'm really trying to take every every moment in of her being so small, because the number one thing we hear is like, oh, those days go so quickly, enjoy it while it lasts, blah 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 blah. So I really am trying to be super mindful and enjoy every moment. And what was the other thing I was going to tell you? She's just kind of going to town on my breast right now. Um, what was the other thing I was going to tell you? I can't remember. So, yeah, I'm just feeling really happy and blessed and so glad to be a mom. Oh, and I watched this breastfeeding documentary called The Milky Way. I might have mentioned it. I'm getting deja vu. And oh my gosh, I'm so, so, so glad that I stuck with breastfeeding, because I know it is the absolute best thing I could ever do for her, in so, so, so many ways. So if you are interested in watching about breastfeeding or learning about breastfeeding, um, the documentary The Milky Way is really good. I highly recommend it. So that's what I got. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.